We can make traction faster when we are doing this with others, whether it's a business bestie or a community, etc. So I invite you to look at how can you shift that in your life. Hi, welcome to the Connect with Sheila Botelho podcast. I'm an entrepreneur, self-care strategist, and creator of the Season Self-Care app. I'm committed to helping you elevate your well-being, reconnect to your purpose, and live your version of a happy, successful life. You're listening to a Monday minisode where I share an insight designed to help you live into what lights you up this week. And today, I am working remotely from a different location. I love working remotely because you can work from anywhere. And when I'm doing this, it really taps me into this reminder that we have choice always available to us. Now, the types of choices may not always be the ones that we want, depending on where we're at. And I understand from the perspective of looking globally with all of the various inequities and things involved, level of choice is definitely limited for some people. And so I recognize that. And today, the types of choices that I am talking about are related to if you're growing your business, if you have a dream or desire to build a business and you have the means and you have the resources available, whether it is your time, it is your intention, it is your intellect, it is your experience, and it is your finances and your connections. Our resources are not limited to just finances. There are so many things involved in us actually being able to move an idea forward. So this is what I'm talking about today, okay? If you're in a place where you are, well, you're listening to this podcast. So obviously something about this title drew you in and you have a dream, a business baby you're wanting to either bring to life or take to the next level, a dream you're going after, something that maybe no one in your family has done. Maybe you have been enjoying a level of success in your life and you're getting a little bored and you know your soul is calling you to do something else. That's what I'm talking about. So now it's about how do we tap into the resources that we have inherently and the resources around us that you may not even consider to move things to the next level. Because this life of living, at choice with location and being able to travel, being able to work with people who you choose to work with. It's a real gift, and I don't take it for granted. I'm very, very grateful. I'm grateful for the various collaborations, the way my life has, it's really expansive, and it's really just a combination of different experiences. It's not just one thing all the time. I'm a multi-passionate person, if you haven't noticed already while listening. And even when you just hear the introduction to this particular podcast, entrepreneurial ventures, an app, a podcast, like, gee, what else do we do? This is something that I've been cultivating over a lifetime. And so wherever you are right now, I just want to encourage you, you get to start where you are. And I want to remind you that you are at choice with what your next steps are. And I will always bring you back to that because I'm always bringing myself back to that. In our world where there's so much going on, like I mentioned, there's inequity and there is, a variety of factors. There are a variety of factors that are continually trying to make us feel like we cannot move forward. When you think about the economic times and all of the change happening around us that can feel a little insurmountable, there's always another way. And so my message for you today is to look at what you're currently doing and where you want to be and what are you at choice to shift and how do you take action on that choice? And how do you hold yourself accountable to it? Are you the only one who knows what you're doing? Are you the only one who is encouraging you to move forward? I would shift that. I would say surround yourself with even one other person and then the two, and then maybe a group of people who really are there to encourage you to move forward, to push your growth edges, and to rise you up in the way that you choose to rise. We can do this alone. We can. It takes a long time. When we do it alone, it often can take a long time. That's been my experience in past adventures. And that's why I've invested in support over the years. So whether it has been communities or mentorship or masterminds or getting in the room with other people who are doing really interesting things, who have access to different networks and information and wisdom and experience that I don't personally have already, that is the cutting edge. And it just makes life more rich. I never enter into any connection with a real extreme, tangible, like fixed outcome. I may have some ideas about where things can go, but I always enter in with the intention of being open to what is possible that I'm not even seeing right now. Doing it alone, like I said, you can do it alone. I've done a lot of things alone in my life, and I'm grateful that I have a sense of being able to get myself out of bed in the morning and move on to my dreams. But I got to say, it's so much more fun and way more, speedy. We can make traction faster when we are doing this with others, whether it's a business bestie or a community, etc. So I invite you to look at how can you shift that in your life this week, because this week is the start of the rest of your life. Right now, your decision right now is the start of the rest of your life. What do you want the rest of your life to look like? What are you open to? So I leave that with you today. If you are looking to be among a community of people who are like-minded about growth and expansion, and also being really connected to what's happening in the world and trying to live in a conscious way, not disconnected from the realities, but honoring that and trying to walk in a right way with our brothers and sisters on this earth, then I invite you to stay tuned to my mastermind that is opening for enrollment in a few weeks, and it will be starting in the new year, but I want to get early bird options available to you as soon as possible. You can check out the link in the show notes and stay tuned to future episodes. I also have other communities and things, so you can look at the show notes. You'll see all the details, but thank you for listening. I sincerely wish you a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you on another episode. Big blessings.